Welcome to Obsessed Garage. What you're looking at here, everything laid out on the countertop here, is 25 years of my pursuit, my obsession. I'm obsessed with products and what I call functional excellence. So what I'm doing, and this is an idea a buddy of mine gave me, I don't know why I never came up with it, but it's a genius idea, in that I'm gonna give somebody a version of my garage with flooring, lighting, lift, cabinets, 20 plus drawers of sonic tools, every single detailing product that I use in my process. And I'm going to give it to somebody. I'm going to fly to their house and we're going to install it together and make their version of an obsessed garage. We're going to choose colors, choose cabinets, choose lighting, choose to make it just like mine. So go to obsessedgarage.com, click on the banner image. It'll take you to how to win. You got to buy some shirts or some hats or become a member of my my personal Inside the Hex membership program, and that'll give you a chance to win a garage just like mine. All right. Good evening, everyone. I waited till the evening so that I could have nice lighting. I just figured out I've got a ballast burned out up there. Well, I'm going to do our first wash of the M5. Haven't been out here and washed in a couple weeks. Got some brake buster. I diluted 50-50, half water, half solution. That's all you need. This back on. So M5 is going under the knife tomorrow, taking it down to PSI in Orlando, and we're going to do suspension. Uh-oh, it doesn't really fit. Nope, no Incredibrush on these 20s. I have to go with Easy Detail. Even that ain't fitting so well. Crap. Can't really get in the barrel. Fits there. So, tomorrow we're doing suspension. I'm thinking about changing. I'm gonna cut that darn dust thinger back. I can't get in there and clean the wheels. So we're doing Dinan suspension, Dinan monoball mounts, Dinan sway bars. You know, I'm a big proponent of doing a full suspension setup, if I can, from a single company that has vetted the whole thing. Since I don't know what I'm doing, I'm not taking it to test. Even if I was testing it, I wouldn't know what the heck I was doing. So instead, I'm utilizing the expertise of the guys at Dinan back in the day, when Steve Dinan would spend all the time with engineers testing suspension travel and then how the car handles on the track and street. So, you know, Dinan's all about carb legal, street ability, which is where I'm driving the car, especially this thing. So doing that, I've got AMS, high flow cats. We decided against doing downpipes since there's a good chance I'll be selling this car and sending it to California if somebody buys it, or some other state that has similar rules. So I decided to just do high flow cats instead. And then I'm balking on the steering wheel. I'm thinking about selling it. The electronic version of the M Performance steering wheel. and just getting the regular M Performance steering wheel, or even just the new leather steering wheel, since there's no Alcantara in the interior, you know, it can still look good. I guess the headliner's Alcantara, so we'll see about whether I do the steering wheel or not. I was actually planning on doing that first because that's the thing I want to do the least. And then the Dinan intake. And then this car will be done. We're gonna tune it. Sean really wants to do an active tune, so we'll see. I already bought the ESS tune, so I don't know if we'll be ditching active or not, or ditching ESS or not. But this thing's about to become a darn monster. Oops. Forgot to put the tip back in. So the Dinan intake is a big project. And so since I got to get the car aligned anyway, I'm copping out and going down to PSI and shooting video doing it with them rather than trying to do it myself. I can do it all, I just can't do the alignment. But why? I just don't want to. I'd rather watch and help than do it on this. Plus I got the Corvette project I'm in the midst of, and so I can go down and knock out 3 things that will take me by myself a week to do. We can do it in 2 days. So I'm going down there tomorrow morning, Monday, and then I'll just stay there. Yeah, the easy detail works better on this wheel. But I'm staying by UCF because it's about an hour and a half from my house, and then I'll come back and start working on the Corvette again. I'm about to order all new interior parts. I played with the steering wheel off camera to see if I could restore it, and it's not coming back. None of that Alcantara's coming back. It's all really ruined. Once I get it cleaned, it looks kind of, you know, crappy Alcantara. First of all, if it's real Alcantara, it should, you know, Bryce was telling me it should all be made in the same place. But this stuff sure seems to be cheaper. But, you know, Alcantara should be Alcantara. And so it's probably just from miscleaning. You're cleaning with the wrong stuff. So now I've got to fix it by replacing it. You know, I tried doing my Alcantara cleaning process and then some, and no dice. Crestall bottles have been on the water for a while. They should be here any day. The rear doesn't really need to be lower, it's the front. But I tell you what, I saw Michele rolling down the road in this thing. It looks darn good. Darn good. But then the driving experience of this is just kind of, it's just kind of boring. So maybe 600 some odd horsepower will take away some of the boredom. But I don't know. I think I'm gonna go back down to having a few less cars, but I parked a little too far in the rear. But this process, the process of building and modifying and fixing and replacing is half the fun for me. Actually, it's most of the fun. So I'm happy to move it on to the next person when it's time. I still have to do lots of driving, exhaust flybys. Just thought about taking this to with a drag strip. That'd be kind of fun. See what kind of times this thing will do. Who knows? You know, people get cranky at me for running around and changing up a lot, but it's what I like to do. I like playing in the garage more than I like driving. especially a boring car like this. It is interesting that I can speak as much truth as I want about a BMW or Porsche, and the BMW Porsche people don't get angry. But you speak any ill will against a Corvette, and people lose their minds. It's really quite interesting. I think I've said more negative about this car than I've said positive, and yet no one says anything. Corvette though, oh boy. You say anything bad about their beloved American object. I've had people tell me to go leave the country. You should just leave the country if you don't like it. Like, what? Are you serious? Oh man, too funny. I don't like this hose. I don't like anything. All you say is you don't like. So, what else is going on? The GT3, I ordered the cage for it. And so the half cage, the harness bar, which I think just looks awesome. And then it really does stiffen up the car. I don't know how much it would help you on a roof landed collision, you know, if you wreck the car and landed on your roof, but it certainly looks the part and you feel a chassis rigidity difference. And then I'll save more detail for when I do the wash and talk on that, but I'm going to be doing the Dundon Plenum, Dundon street exhaust or street headers with their Black Series center muffler, and we're working on, I gotta see when we can schedule it, but I really wanted Charles and Jamie to come down and we'll install it at HQ. That way we can get from the horse's mouth the why. I think that would be really sick. Even if you're not a Porsche fan and you're here for Corvettes. Which I'm not sure if any of you are left. But I think it'd be really interesting to get the why behind what we're doing on that. But I really dig the way this car looks. Once we get it lowered, it'll look even better. I love having carbon ceramics. Makes cleanup so much nicer. You know, this really isn't even all that necessary because the wheels are coated, but you can see the water, you know, beating up. But you know, I haven't done a first wash on it, so I want to do a good cleaning so I can do a good application of Bead Maker. You know, I've been driving it for several weeks. We're about to find out in a few minutes here, but I'm pretty sure that I'm going to be placing an order of Wolf's glass sealant again. I still think it's the best glass sealant on the market. This is H2Go. You know, I'm all for paying for quality, but I'm not particularly interested in buying a baggie of wipes, paying some guy $500 to put it on, for pretty much the same product. So I'm not doing any of that stuff. And even though I can get samples of stuff, doesn't do me any good. I want to share with you a process, especially now since it's part of what I do to exist. So I'm not particularly interested in pro-only stuff. I think that business model is ridiculous. Why would you do that? How many pros are there? There aren't that many. There's a lot of us out there that are watching this stuff, so good luck to those companies trying to sell to pros only. You're selling largely to people that don't have a lot of extra capital, and they leave you when they find something better pretty quickly. Whereas consumers, because they have more access, you know, pros have a lot more access to product. product trials than general consumers do. Maybe not some of us that watch these videos, but the average consumer gets a process and sticks with it. Shoot, how hard is it to tell your dad to wash his car a little differently, that he's been doing it wrong? Most people like to stick with what they know. So the Pro-only model, I think, is deeply flawed. So I'm not interested in any product that are Pro-only. The exception of, I'm going to put Ultra, Crystal Serum Ultra on my GT3. I'm going to try out Halo as well. You know, I saw it at SEMA last year, and I'm like, I don't really need a PPF specific coating, but I was talking to Eric and the guys from G-Technic that came and visited the other day, and man, I think I should try it based on their feedback. Okay, let's foam the car and get washing. And I know what you're thinking. Why are you washing a clean car? I'm telling you, it's been two and a half weeks of driving it. Silver always looks clean, especially on camera under these lights. I do like I think I like the Clarity, which is the additive from Angel Wax that I put in the washer fluid at 19:1. At least I think I like it. I've used it a few times. Michelle's driven the car a little more than I have. I cleaned the interior at HQ this afternoon, so that's all cleaned up. But I wanted to give it a good wash here, hoping I could get down to Orlando tomorrow morning early enough before it rains. It's always nice to work on a car that's clean rather than dirty. So this is the first wash since the detail, which seems like forever ago. If you didn't watch that series, the car has EXO, or 1 coat of Crystal Serum Light, 2 coats of EXO V4. Everything just kind of comes off nice. Man, it's a big car. All right, let's foam it up. I already got my soap. I'm prepared today. Back to Adams. It is the best soap. I find no need for any more. I gotta turn the ISO. This will blow out with all the white. Sorry, I gotta go a little dark on you. Because otherwise the foam is gonna make it impossible to see. So we are a go on the VinWiki garage, which is awesome. And the reason we're a go is because I'm gonna end up buying most of it. But I think it'll be money well invested. So we're gonna do flooring, lighting, cabinets. I'm gonna fly Mike out there. What else are we doing? Flooring, lighting, cabinets, air compressor, tools, some detailing stuff. Yeah, it's gonna be sweet. I might not give Ed that many detailing stuff because he's not gonna, that much detailing stuff because he's not gonna detail squat. So I'm not too worried about getting him too much of that. Why do I always, the first swipe, I always get this all over my leg. Yeah, I've been getting a lot of heat from people yelling at me about prepping things, which is what I've been doing since the beginning of time on the channel. Must just be some new people. But, you know, this car, the Corvette, the GT3, my bike, of, you know, doing what I do. Correcting, protecting. Then I don't have to do squat other than wash it once in a while because the thing is dialed in. So it takes some people a while to come around, I think. or they don't. But see, now washing this monster car is a breeze because of all the work up front that I had to do in order to make it easier. And this silver looks blue. There's a very heavy blue tint to it, which I kind of like. But yeah, Silverstone, Grandpa Silver, certainly not my first choice. I always find myself when my car is coated and I have more room to work with my pad. Good job, buddy. Who needs to re-pour concrete when you have an 8-year-old to come and sweep up the water for you? Right, Rye? There's a lot of work getting you to 8. Not by me, of course. But yeah, this car, to me, looks a lot better rolling down the road than it does is sitting here. Certain angles, it looks a little odd. But that rear 3/4 view, this sucker's rolling down the road, this thing looks sick. So the old Corvette is out of commission till I get the intake. And I gotta check the codes. I don't think it's misfiring now. I think I just have an O2 sensor code. The thing runs like crap after the headers, so we gotta get it tuned, of course. Which is part of the plan anyway. I assumed with catted headers or catted mid-pipe that I'd be okay to run it for a while. But apparently these don't have very robust ECUs. They don't do a lot of timing and knock adjustments on their own. It really needs to be handheld. No biggie. It's really inexpensive to do. But it's also apparent that because of that, there's not a lot of off-the-shelf tuning. Like, say, this car. This car, we're just gonna do a good old-fashioned clash tune. Be done with it. Nice, safe, easy. I don't have to go anywhere. I don't have to run at 180 miles an hour on the dyno. That always freaks me out. Say what you want. I don't like to do dyno tuning if I can help it. The weather's starting to get nice. It's still a little hot, but I'm not dying out here. All right, almost there. Piece of cake. I don't need any pressure. Just a good old-fashioned wipe down. Again, this is a procedural change for me. I'm getting rid of the separate door jamb towel in my process. Just wiping the jams off with my mitt right now. All right, one last wipe and we're done. You're warming up now? You're nuts to be wearing that. It's like 85 out here. I'm not getting any mosquito bites out here. It's a whole lot brighter out here since we got the thing pressure washed. All right, let's dry this thing off. All right, nice and dry. So I'll be using a little more bead maker than normal because this is the first application. So I'll hit the whole front, apply a bit more liberally than I normally would in a drying aid type situation. So a common question I've been getting a lot from people is, well, my car has PPF, and so PPF is starting to develop this moniker that means you don't have to care for it. Well, in my world, PPF means I got to care more because it's softer than paint. Yeah, and you can heal it and all that, self-heal it to some extent. But I found it necessary to do and take more care, especially with edges, than I do with just a regular painted surface. So when you're thinking about your PPF care, just think about it just like you would be treating your paint, with the exception of worry about your edges. But otherwise, you can coat it. You can drying aid, use a drying aid like I'm doing right now. You can do all the same stuff that you would normally do to paint. These towels are so good. It's like the perfect application. They're silky smooth, like really soft, which is odd for a twist loops. I find don't tend to be as soft. But this is a magical combination. CSL XO topped with a nice ample coat of bead maker. You end up with a nice looking, well protected finish. So you don't get the same boring angle the whole way. Let me move this camera around a little bit. You can follow me around. This is the 5D Mark IV, which I prefer over the C200 if I can help it. Bryce and Mike prefer the C200, I think. They know with me, they've had to give up caring and just deal with whatever I throw at them. So, man, I can't take it anymore. I'm gonna turn off all, I gotta somehow change my darn homepage on YouTube, because all I ever see on the homepage are other detailing videos. Even though I really don't watch a lot of detailing videos, I guess because I watch enough of my own darn detailing videos. And so all I see are all this spray sealant, that spray sealant, this ceramic spray. It's freaking stupid. The fact they even call it ceramic spray is stupid. Since when is a bunch of silicone a good thing? It's not. It's not a good thing. There's no such thing as let me just spray this magical spray on there and the car is just gonna be protected just the same. It's not. So stop getting hung up, especially if you're into this. Stop getting hung up on this garbage. I see another company come out with this crap. Come up with your own thing. Why does everybody copy each other? It's so dumb. You're not gonna see me talking about it. This is stupid. This stuff is garbage. How much SiO2 do you have? What? I'm almost certain that a lot is not good. A lot of silicone means a lot of buildup. Silicone is not, the silicone that's in a liquid is not glass. It's nothing like glass. You're just bonding some silicone onto the surface, which just means that water tends to shoot off of the car, but that doesn't mean squat. So stop this madness, for gosh sakes, people. It's crazy. Like, what is going on? What do you think is in bead maker? There's a little bit of silicon dioxide. It's in pretty much everything, but a ton of it is not good. Just leaves a nasty film, builds up over time, and does virtually nothing for protecting anything. So stop this. Gosh, I can't take it. Yeah, I don't know. H2Go versus Wolf's. I just feel like the H2Go is a little slicker. I don't know. I'm not sure yet. Can't make a decision on whether I like this better or Wolf's better. Can't quite decide yet. Maybe I should get some silicon dioxide spray sealant. How much SiO2 does yours have? Who freaking cares? Stop asking that question. It doesn't matter. It means nothing. It's funny, I get that look. Dave Phillips won't even tell it to me. I might be making it up, but this is, I'm pretty sure, a silicon dioxide based spray sealant. But he won't budge on it. I love it. It's like he knows better. He knows what's happening, and at some point, all of this is going to come back around and bite all these idiots that are just pimping this garbage. And at some point, somebody's going to decide that heavy, cheap, silicon dioxide based spray sealants, coatings are going to be kind of debunked. So I like how smart he is. We'll see. Maybe I'm wrong. I hope I am. I hope I can get to the point where I don't have to do all this work and I can just spray some stuff on and it's like magic. Everything's just perfect and protected. Spray it on every once in a while and call it a day. And if it's so easy, then why are we so worried about how long it lasts? Who cares? It's so easy, right? I mean, isn't that the concept here, that we're pimping, pitching? It's so easy. Anybody can do it. Well, it lasts a year. Why even go there? I mean, I understand why. It's what people want to hear. But why go there if you don't have to? They can get them to use more product. What do I know? I don't detail cars anyway. I don't even drive them. This car is not even dirty. I just washed a clean car. I can't help it. I got a good camera. The bigger question is, why am I always picking fights? Why can't I just be nice? I need to take more advice from Pan. He's just nice. People like nice. Well, I'm not very nice. So, when you ask me which sealant to use and how long it's going to last, I'm going to tell you to go watch this video and get lost. Don't be ridiculous. Use your head. You'll know I've jumped the shark when I make a video in about 2 months saying, I've just come out with my own spray sealant. It's got 18% silicon dioxide. Only $35.95. Free shipping. If there's free shipping, then you'll know I've jumped the shark. Oh boy. I need to talk like this when washing the Corvette. The BMW, there'll be like 8 of you that yell back at me. If I was ranting like this on a Corvette, I'd get 100 comments about how stupid I am. F11 top coat is great, man. You don't know what you're talking about. XYZ spray. I've been on a mission to try to get the stupid, because it drives me crazy. I get all these ads on Facebook for all these stupid people that are all these companies, and by companies I mean just some dude who's hawking some crap about how every other one sucks. So they're all fighting each other about every other product that sucks, and theirs is better. And they don't make false claims. And they've been doing it for longer. And then inevitably I got a YouTube video in my home screen. I'm getting bombarded from all angles. Maybe I should just give in. I'd get a lot more views. But dang, this CSL XO is good. Dang, it's good. Sorry to Cole and I power lock, but if you ask me, this is the way to go. Feels so luxurious when I have a power trunk. It's a luxury move there. That's the big. People I think are going to come around in the Corvette world, but that's the big thing now. I used to get that all the time with a lot of new people about elitism on the. Who's sneaking on me? Elitism on the when I first started the channel, And then now I'm getting it a lot with a Corvette. They'll come around. What's up, Shelly? Want to come have a chat with the people?
Late night therapy session?
Yeah, late night trash talking. What else is new? We're talking about the idea that our gym is closing, and I don't want to drive somewhere else. So we're looking at having someone manage it, and I'll just buy it. And then, you know, by proxy, I'll do what I do. Have them make videos, take photos, write descriptions, make it a great community. We'll try to anyway. All right, let me get this last side here. How's your car looking, Shelly? Think it's looking pretty sharp?
Looks awesome.
It does look awesome. Wait till it's lower in the front. You excited about getting it low? I'm gonna be yelling at you that you're not taking a hard enough angle. More angle.
I think of that every time I go pulling somewhere. Sad.
Yeah, I'll talk more about the gym stuff if it happens. Naturally, I'm gonna have to look the part. So I started last week training. There's not gonna be any option. If I own a darn gym, I can't be a fat slob. That's been the other thing as of late with the Corvette people that I've noticed. If I call myself a fat slob, then they'll call me a fat slob. If I call myself stupid, they'll call me stupid. It's like there's a lack of originality. Like, come up with your own insults. It's like I'm giving them the answer to the test that's wrong, and they're taking the bait. Don't take the bait. Come up with something different. I can respect that. Man, thing looks good. That whole move and polish around on this thing sort of worked out. I gotta get a new thing here. Like I said, I already cleaned the interior. I promise I did, I'm not lying to you. I vacuumed, cleaned it up. So I now clean the jams. I've done this kind of off and on over the years where I would save the complete cleaning of the jams for this, and that's why I always used a different softer towel. But now I kind of wipe off the dirty parts of the jams first with the sponge or the cleaning wash pad, and then I come here and finish it up during this part of the wash process. So yeah, I don't know about the longevity of this car. If somebody makes me an offer, I'll probably take it. I really want a GT4, and now, you know, the justification for buying this car, I guess I know it's loose. Here's be the example where I give you the way to insult me. So the justification for this car was that we're going to be going and taking things to our storage unit all the time. So Michelle needed a car to drive when we took the truck. So this was going to become the family Flexmobile. Well, a couple weeks after I got this car all dialed in, we now have the whole garage. So we technically don't need this anymore. And I don't particularly like it. And you know what happens when I don't particularly like something? It doesn't last very long. I start to whisper. Oh, wait, no, whispering is for coating removal. I'm putting some ceramic spray on my door jambs here, and it's gonna last for the next 8 years. Keep my car protected for the long haul, because ceramic sprays are the future. This ceramic spray here has more ceramic than anything else, whatever ceramic is. By ceramic, I mean silicone. silicone must be good because everybody says it's good. I like to be a rebel. I'm gonna start spraying carbon all over my cars, not silicone. I'm gonna get some boron, put it on my car. Something different, start marketing it. Some new space age material. It's better than everything else. Okay. All right, I gotta go inside. I guess I'll come back out and wrap this up in a little bit. All right, back out, finish it up. Hit the wheels with a little bead maker. And then we'll do the tires. Actually, I'd like to do the tires first. I need to mix up another batch of pearl. I'm almost out. Oh, shoot. That's no good. Batch number 2 of Pressols better be better. We can only hope. Why is it leaking? The heck? I always like the first little batch of, or the first application of pearl after the big detail. Yeah, I'm telling you, CSL EXO on the wheels is so much better than C5 or any other wheel coating. Just put the regular coating on the wheels, I'm telling you, it's better. I'll watch it rain all night in the morning. Better not. So there we go. So that's a wrap on the old M5. First wash. Nothing unexpected. Everything looks great. The last thing I'll do off camera is just wipe off the engine bay. We got ourselves a clean car. Yeah, nice. Looks so good. Nothing like CSL and its first layer of bead maker. Makes it look a little deeper, a little richer. And we're done. So I guess I'll see you later this week as we work on the modifications, get rid of this wheel gap, and work on camber. I got some camber arms, so we'll gain a little extra camber if needed. Get the alignment done, get the steering wheel changed, hopefully the intake and downpipes done, and then the thing tuned. Doing some driving videos, some walk around videos, gotta get some photos of the thing, some more M5 stuff coming here soon. Thanks for watching this wash and talk, and stay tuned for driving videos. As always, stay tuned for more crazy. Catch you on the next one.